Welcome to the Work From Home Show. My name is Marian LaSalle, and with me today is Lady Lou.
Hello, Marian.
Hey, you know what? We get to work from home, and guess what? You can too.
We want you at home so you can watch us on your lunch hour.
Hey, there you go. And we have replays, so you can always watch it later.
Yeah. And we got a bunch of good ones. This is number 40, 40 full weeks of work from home show.
That's amazing, don't you think?
I do. Well, tell them the good news, Marian.
Well, all right. Here we go.
It is good news.
You know, sometimes you want a change. Sometimes you feel like you need to do something just a little different. Have you ever had that feeling?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Lady Lou and I were talking one day and we said, you know what? We really, really, really like helping people find opportunities that works for them, whether it's work or love or travel or opportunities that you just can't imagine, right? Right now, you just can't imagine it. 2020 is pretty heavy. But we'd like to be able to offer you an opportunity every Tuesday at what time, Lady Lou?
10 o'clock in
10
the
o'clock.
morning.
Every Tuesday, we're going to have a brand new show called Opportunity
Knocks. Yay.
So we're going to be talking about jobs and side hustles and all the things that we talk about from the work from home, but we're also going to be adding new opportunities. What are some of the opportunities that you would like to bring, Lady Lou?
Oh, I think I want to bring in a whole lot of health and wellness stuff. I have found 3 different companies that I work with that are so phenomenal, and there are so many more out there. So we'll even be bringing you guests who also work for those companies, and they'll share their opportunity with you too, because there's no reason to have to go to work right now with the COVID and all that silly stuff out there. And why not start the new year off right with something brand new and fresh?
I smell spring in the air already.
Oh,
Yeah, so anyway, I don't want to bore you with all the details. We're working them all out. When does this start, Lady Lou?
I believe it's the 12th of January is our first show. I can go look real quick if you'd like me to.
I
Yeah,
would love for you to do that.
I'm going to do that right now.
Okay. While Lady Lou is doing that, I want you to know that you have an opportunity to support this show. So if you go to patreon.com/natural curiosity, you can see the different ways that you could support our show. And we have other opportunities. Opportunity knocks here. Listen, we have opportunities for you to be a sponsor. Do you want us to talk about you and your products and your services? Well, all you have to do is talk to us. We'd be happy to talk to you about sponsorship opportunities. We are live on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. And once the show's over, it always goes over to all the popular podcast platforms. So you can imagine how many people listen or see us. And I feel sorry for the people that are just listening. They can't see how beautiful we are.
Oh, you're so good.
Yes.
Okay, I found the schedule.
Tell me.
And on Monday, the 4th of January, that's Monday, that's when we usually have our work from home show.
Yes.
We're going to really, really introduce the Opportunity Knock show. That'll be our very, very first half-hour show. Then on the 12th, we have our friend John Ward. He's our very first guest on the other show, on Tuesday at 10 a.m. And it goes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes because we need some more time sometimes. So we've lengthened the show to fit better. So the first one will be on the 12th of January, the first full length one.
Fantastic. And look, we have some audience members. Hey, there's Christy Ruiz. And
Hi,
she says,
Christy.
awesome. And you know what else she says? That we're beautiful. Thanks,
Thank you, Christy. We
Christy.
love you. You're beautiful too.
Isn't she? Now,
Yes.
Christy has a wonderful opportunity to share. She works from home and has, as long as I have known her, she works from home. And we'd love to have her back on the show to talk about some of the products and services that she has. So that
Yes.
it's interesting because she could she could do just about anything, but
Oh,
she's
yeah.
really focused on several different topics. She's a very smart woman and she's very dedicated to her clients. So if you
Yes.
want to know more about Christy, I think we should all put a plug into her to say, hey, get back on the show. Let us know
Yes.
you're available and we'll get you back on here to talk about your cool products and services. All right,
And you can,
Christy?
right. And you can find Christy on Facebook under Yolanda Christy Ruiz. She had a hacker and had to mess with it to get the name back. So look for her under Yolanda Christy Ruiz.
Yeah, and she's on Patreon. She's
Yes.
on LinkedIn. She's on Facebook. She has a website, ChristyRuiz.com. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. She's a great opportunity to see things from a different perspective.
I'll
And
be I'll be calling you, Christy.
she
We'll
says
get you
she's
set up.
available. There we go. Thank
Yay.
you.
Well, we'll
Thank you.
call you.
All right. So I guess we better get right to what we're
Yes.
going to be doing here. And Karen says the cosmos has spoken. Good going, Karen. Good to see
Thank
you.
you, Karen. We're just getting better and better. That's the whole secret.
And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to let us know because we really do want to answer your questions. We want to bring you what you really want. And I know sometimes it's hard to even know what you want, but you can
Yeah.
give us an idea, okay? Right? Give us an idea and we'll bring you that. Okay, so let's get right to it here.
Yay.
I want to talk a little bit about jobs. Okay, we're going to also talk about opportunities for you to have a side hustle, or we're going to talk about the different options that you have for creating an income for yourself. And remember, what that means is that you have to find the customers. You have to be ready to do your own marketing, either pay for ads or talk a lot about yourself. Do some images that you can share and grab your own customers. When you have a side hustle, that's your job. So some people are not wanting to do that, or it's not for them. They just can't figure it out. They don't know how. They don't want to. And so that's what I'm going to bring you now are some jobs where you don't have to worry about where the customers come from. You just do the work and you get paid. Okay?
Yes. I like that.
Do you?
I do.
All right. So the first one I have is an interesting one that, well, I actually found three that I thought were very interesting. So I'm going to leave the best for last. So you have to stay to the end. This first one is Xerox. Now, everyone's heard of Xerox. It's kind of like Kleenex. It means copy, right? It means to print, to copy, to do something on a copy machine. Isn't that right, Lady Lou? You've heard of Xerox?
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what it means when I hear that word.
There you go. All right. So Xerox has many, 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 many things available for people who want to work from home. And I'm just going to read off the top 10, okay? Customer care. We all know what that means. Talking to people on the phone that needs help with their customer service.
Take off the little sign, Marian, the work from home sign.
Okay, I can do that. You see, I only have one screen today,
There you go.
so I can't even see that. Thank you very much for bringing that to my attention.
Uh-huh.
Guess who's with us today? Eileen. Hi,
Hi,
Eileen. Good
Eileen.
morning. You are better and better, she says.
Thank you, Eileen. We love you.
Yeah. Okay, so back to the list. Okay, so Xerox is hiring right now 4, customer care, tech support, data entry and verification, image tagging. And if you don't know what image tagging is, I'm going to explain that to you. Quality control, systems development, software programming, and admin, administrative and business support. And they really, really want you to work from home, but they want to be able to support you. So they want your work environment to be very comfortable. When you work from home, you have complete control of your work environment, and you can be more productive without the frequent disruptions of a noisy coworker. I don't know. They just really want a better life-work balance. And with COVID, I think it has helped us to understand that, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a heck of a bunch of different jobs.
Yeah, and if you go to, let's see, the link is down below in the description. After the show, I will put the link directly to your next opportunity with Xerox. All right, that's the first one I want to talk about. Before I go on to the next one, do you know what tagging is?
No.
Okay. It may be more technical than somebody that is just looking for a job and they don't really understand what that is. Basically, when you share a photo, it literally has all the information about that, unless you know how to take it off and you can add tags. So let's say you grab a picture off the internet and you share it as your own. They can tell you stole that because of the tags. They literally put tags. It's embedded into the picture and you can't see it, so you don't know it. And that's how a lot of people end up getting fined a lot of money from places like Getty Images, because they know you stole that picture. They know you didn't pay for it. So that's basically tagging. Not that Xerox is going to have you doing that, but that's the kind of work that they're looking for, people who can understand how to do tagging.
Okay.
All right?
Oh, all right.
That's not for you, lady, though.
No,
And Jody, that's not for you either.
we just barely know how to put a name in the Facebook post so that it'll highlight it.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so the next one I have here is called Lion Bridge. So Lion Bridge has many opportunities all over the world, and they are definitely looking for remote workers working from home. Raters, and I'll go back and explain what that is. Annotators, testers, corporate associates, translators, interpreters, and many more. I just put a few on there. They have a whole list of different things that they are hiring for. So this particular place, Lion Bridge, I think well, let's just put it this way. I think I could do better with their picture. Their image is black and white. They could use someone like me to put a little color in there. But they are committed to diversity, inclusion, and compliance. Lionbridge embraces equal employment opportunity and diverse workforce, making hiring employment decisions based on individual merits and talents without regard to any protected status. And so if you go to careers@lionbridge.com, you can send them an email and you can find out even more. But I'm telling you, if you just go to lionbridge.com/join our team, you are going to find a lot of opportunities for you. I love this company and I love what they stand for, and I love how they back their employees. So remember, I was talking to you about this is a job. Okay, this is a job, so you might be able to get employment services, like benefits that you might really like. You never know. Okay, so I'm striking a nerve. There's a bunch of people saying things. We got people that are in LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, all kinds of places that people are talking in the background. So thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
And and Jody. Hey, Jody. I was talking to Jody this
Jody.
morning. She is a fantastic woman, and she really wants to help women who want to start a business. And so we're
Yes.
going to be talking more about how you start your own business. If you've
Yes.
just gotten fired or you've been laid off or you want to switch jobs, or there's a lot of different reasons why you might want to do that. Lady Lou, you have started something brand new. How do you plan on promoting yourself? How do you plan on offering your products and services?
Well, it's going to be a lot more talking about my companies that I work with because I've just alluded to them somewhat on some of the shows we've had, and once in a while I'll wear a patch on my neck. In fact, I forgot it today. But there are so many things out there that can keep us healthy right now. And that's my high priority because I'm in that high risk age group and I want to stay healthy. So I'm finding things that will keep me healthy in the way of supplements and the patches. Oh my goodness, these patches are to die for.
I know,
Excuse
but
me,
how are
I
you going
didn't
to
say
market
that.
yourself? How are you
Huh?
going to market yourself? That's what my question is. You have some fantastic product, you have some fantastic services, and you're using them and you're loving them.
I
How are
am.
you going to? I know you're going to talk about them, but how are you going to promote them?
I don't know. That's going to be maybe you can help
This
me.
morning, yes, you do.
Oh, I'm going to use Patreon.
Ah,
Now,
see, I knew it.
there.
I knew it.
Marian taught me how to use Patreon because I'm not real technical, and she taught me how to use it over a year ago. hmm Have I been using it? No, no, no. But it's a fabulous platform because I just got rid of my website. My WordPress website is gone. The Baby Boomer Babe is gone. So I'm starting off fresh with Patreon. And I have to put a plug in for Marian right here. She teaches all this good stuff on her mastermind that's every Tuesday night at 8 a.m., 8 p.m., excuse me, 8 p.m. on Tuesday evenings. We have the best time, and she teaches, and she's going to start teaching Patreon this next week, actually. So if you haven't joined her mastermind, get over to naturalcuriosity.life, and up at the top, doesn't it say mastermind, Marian? What does it say up there?
Yeah, yeah, it definitely does.
Okay, just click on that mastermind. And are you ready for this? It's all at $25 a month. And she has 4 classes every month, sometimes 5 if it has 5 weeks in it. So you're going to get a bargain for pennies. And Marian trains us. She teaches us how to use this stuff.
Well,
And then she finds new stuff.
one of the reasons why I do this is because people have passions. They have an opportunity to create an income using what they're interested in, using what they're fascinated with, using the things that are helping them. They want to turn around and teach other people what they've learned. And so I have had this conversation now 5 times in the last week with different people. They have a passion and they don't know how to share it. So we're going to learn how to use Patreon together. Okay. It's a wonderful opportunity. I can prove people are making buku bucks using that as their platform instead of a website.
And
Not to mention a website. What's that?
the platform itself is free,
Well, sort of. Yeah. It's
sort of.
free. Yeah. Sort of.
Well, but explain that.
Well, I will. I think you should contact me right away and we'll start talking about it. Whether you
There you go.
have a product or service or you want one, you could hire someone like Jody to help you get started, and then we'll get you on Patreon and we'll teach you all about it.
Yes.
Okay.
But that's great.
Next.
Okay.
Oh, Christy says, need recap class on Patreon. Yes, I know,
Yes,
Christy.
me too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
See, Christy's in the mastermind. She wouldn't miss it either.
Yeah, same here. All right. So I'm not gonna hold you up any longer. I'm gonna tell you the one that I really, really, really love. Today is Cozy Meal. Okay, and they have remote jobs galore. If you're a content marketer, they have jobs for you, like 18,000 jobs. They have regular marketing. They have, if you're a photographer or a videographer, they want to hire you. They have opportunities in sales and operations. And if you're a chef, and this is what I've been waiting for Ricky McKenna. So
Yay.
What's that?
I said, yay.
Oh, yeah. Ricky McKenna loves to share her cooking online. She likes to show people what she's doing. This is the perfect opportunity because they're looking for online cooking chefs, instructors. Now, here's another one. Did you used to work in a bar and you no longer have a job because of COVID? Well, guess what? They have mixologists that you could teach how to mix cocktails. And you're going to be online. You're going to be doing it via a camera.
Whoa.
I know, right? Private chefs, cooking classes. There's so many different jobs here that I got so excited. I'm not a cook, okay? I don't want to cook. I don't want to, it's just not something that I'd rather someone else cook, okay?
Well, you've got your talents. You're the technology wizard.
Yeah, I'd rather be on the computer than sitting in the kitchen. Although I'm a good sous chef if you tell me what to do. I'm a good sous chef. Yes, I am.
Mhm.
If you tell me to beat this or mix that or pour this or yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But look at someone like Ricky who loves to cook and she's not afraid of the camera. So if you go to rickymckenna.com and check out her website, I'm sure you're going to see that she is doing a fantastic job, but she's not taking advantage of the money that she can make for that. And so I am sending her over to Cozy Meal.
And Ricky has a Patreon channel or
Oh, yes, she does.
website.
Patreon.
Yay. And she uses hers a lot. They're beautiful recipes over there.
Mhm. And we like to share her recipes our um, on our newsletter.
Yes.
So tell them all about the newsletter, Lady Lou.
Oh, yes. Again, naturalcuriosity.life is the website. There's a subscribe button down at the bottom of the first page. And we send it out Monday morning around 9 o'clock Central every Monday. And it has a recipe from who knows who. If you've got recipes, one day one of the ladies we had online, one of our shows, sent us a recipe for what did she call them?
A bath bomb
Bath
or
bombs. Yeah, that's not a recipe. Well, yeah, it was a recipe. It just wasn't food. So if you've got fun recipes, we want to hear about them, and we'll put you on the show if you want to go on the show. Because a lot of people, are camera shy, but you don't have to be camera shy. We can help you get through that, and have you on our show too. So know that there's opportunities for you everywhere. Just knock on the door. Let us know. That's the biggie. If we don't know who you are, how can we help you?
yeah.
Because our show is free. You can come on free. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, so be sure and go and sign up for our newsletter on naturalcuriosity.life. There is a chat button. There are ways to share your information. There's ways for you to talk to us. And of course, we have a Patreon page. If you go to Natural Curiosity, patreon.com/natural curiosity, you'll check it out. Now, we also have a podcast, and the podcast is you can see every podcast that we have had on the podcast page if you go to naturalcuriosity.life. And a lot of
Aha.
people are like, well, Marian, why did you choose .life instead of .com? Most people want .com. Well, you know what? I'm different if you haven't already noticed. I like to do things a little differently. So I'd like to start talking now about the opportunities that people have that don't want a job. They don't want someone telling them what time they have to be somewhere. They don't want someone telling them that they have to do this or that, or you have to, have this rule or regulation. You have to, there's so many things that happen to you when you're working for someone else. We just talked about this morning, right before we came on, that somebody is being told what to do and it's not true. Okay. So it can pull on your integrity. It can push your buttons. It can make you feel bad. And if that's you, I'm not saying that's for everybody. If you don't want to work for someone else and you want to call the shots, then what else are you going to do? Well, let's talk about it. I only want to bring to you the things that I absolutely know for sure are making money. Now, does that mean you can make money in it? No, because you're different. Maybe you don't have maybe you don't have it in you to sit at home and work. You just want to play. You just want to play games and play with the dogs. Maybe you need more structure, and that's okay. You just have to be honest with yourself. Or you can hire a coach to whip you into shape. There's plenty of them out there that will help you come up with an idea where you can sit at your computer and actually work. How many times have you sat at your computer, Lady Lou, instead of doing work, you turned on YouTube or TikTok or whatever?
Not TikTok, but YouTube and just Facebook, and who knows? I don't know. I don't know a lot about all these games. I don't play games on the computer, but I waste a lot of time on the computer having fun.
Mm-hmm. But if you had a mindset that said, okay, I'm going to work for an hour at a time, and I'm going to start at 9 a.m. At 9 a.m., my butt is going to be in that chair, and I'm going to do nothing but forward my business. Oh, we've got a little clock. It's a little timer.
Timer. You got to set your timer.
I've got one right here. It's called my phone. Uh-huh. Yeah, you use that a lot. I know you do.
I do.
Okay, so we've got some more stuff here. Oh, Ricky's just coming in. She
Hi, Ricky.
didn't hear what we said. Oh, Ricky, you missed it. I couldn't wait any longer. I had to spill the beans.
She can watch that replay real quick. It'll be up immediately after the show.
Yeah, you'll have to go and check out what we talked about with you. All right, so back to what I was thinking now. Think about what it is that you would like to do with your talents, okay? And then if you make a list, okay, Lady Lou is known for this, okay? She says if you don't know what you're good at, ask your friends. Have them tell you what they think you're good at or what you would be good at. And let's face it, things have changed now. 2021 is going to be a new year for a lot of people, and they're having to reinvent themselves. Mm-hmm. Do you have to have a complete career behind you in order to turn around and teach that to others? If you're a teacher, no, you do not. You just have to learn it and then turn around and teach people what you've learned, okay? And you have to be honest with people and let them know, I'm not an expert. I haven't been doing this for 100 years, but I am going to teach you what I have learned so that you don't make the same mistakes. So a friend of mine, I won't mention any names, a friend of mine asked me about something I'm into, okay? So I became a notary. I became a public notary and notary public. And because of where I work, a lot of lawyers come in and they kept asking me, Marian, are you a notary? And I'd say, well, no, I mean, just go down to the bank, right? Well, guess what? You can't go down to the bank right now. So I became a notary so that I could help them out. They told me they would pay me to, help them out with when they came in with a client. Now, all attorneys are notaries. He or she could do their own notary work, but guess what? They don't want to because they created those forms. So they want a third party that's not associated with it or the client to notarize the papers. And I was right there anyway, so why not, right? So that's how I got started. And then I realized, oh my goodness, there's a lot of people out there who need notary work. So it's a side hustle for me. Do I have other things going on? Of course. So they wanted some information about that. And we just talked about, how you get started and things like that. Now, I've got at least 4 people in the last month who told me, Marian, you should teach that. I'm like, well, I'm just learning myself. But she had a point. I can now turn around. I've had enough experience now. I've been a notary for enough time. I've gone through enough where I could now turn around and teach that.
Right. Marian, as you once told me, all you have to be is one step ahead of your students.
There you go. You just have to be honest with them and let them know that. Don't pretend you're an expert when you're not, okay? Just let them know that you have this opportunity. It's fantastic, and this is what you've learned, and this is, where you found your information. And you can say, look, I made this mistake, because I did. I made a mistake when I first started with the notary information. The first person that came along and told me something, I just went with it, and I wasted my money because I had to buy it again
Oh,
through somebody else. Yeah, because it wasn't through, the right channels. And that's okay. I learned a lesson. Now I can turn around and teach others. Don't do what I did, right? So, what am I saying here? If you're a chef, if you're a teacher, if you're if you have a passion for new products and services, then you could turn around and show people, demonstrate to people, there's people making money out there. So Lady Lou and I just happen to know a lady who makes big bucks. And when I say big bucks, huge amounts of money, huge, mega bucks. And all she does is show products. And she says, does this thing really work? Okay. She is an actress. She doesn't just get on there and go, oh, does this thing really work? Let's try it out. Let me see. Does this mask really work? I don't know. We'll see. No, she's an actress, and she puts it on, and people love her, and she's got 8 million subscribers on YouTube. Yes, I said 8 million.
yeah, she's a showgirl. I mean, she puts on a wonderful show. You are entertained while she's talking.
Oh, so we've got a couple other things going on here. Ricky says, hallelujah, I've learned so much in the past year. I've written a chapter in 2 different books. I'd love to share with the world about being brave. Oh my God, I love that, Ricky.
Thank you, Ricky.
So you could be an author. Okay.
There you go.
So she says also, are you saying to be totally honest, transparent, and share your best knowledge of the subject? Yes, I am, Ricky. Yes, I am. Because if you want to feel good about yourself and you want to make money and you want to teach, that's all you have to do is be one step ahead of your students, but be honest about it. Okay? Next week, I know we're kind of running out of time here. Next week, I'm going to share with you a gentleman who I learned this lesson from. He is only a month ahead of me when it comes to the notary business. And I fell in love with him right away because that's exactly what he said. Look, I'm not an expert, but look what I've learned. Look at all these things I've learned. And he does the day in the life of. And I'm telling you, he's my best friend. He doesn't know me yet, but I love him because he's honest. Okay. And he's taught me so much about being a notary. It's amazing. So yes, Ricky, that's exactly what I'm saying. Just be honest with people. All right. So we've given you 3 different opportunities to get a job. We've talked about how you could create an income for yourself by either being a teacher or a chef or an author or a video host. You could make miniatures and have the camera right above you and create all this information and have a community that's being built on Patreon. There's so many different opportunities. I can't even get them all out in 30 minutes. So you just keep tuned, keep coming back. We're going to keep bringing you wonderful opportunities. Lady Lou and I have lots and lots to share.
And we want to. That's the whole point. And we really, really, really want to wish you all a wondrous and happy and joyful and peaceful new year. We all are looking forward to 2021. And for Marian and I, 2020 has been a fun year. We have not missed a beat because we're working from home. So we've been very fortunate and very blessed. But we want all of you to know that you can do this too and work from your home and still create an income and can feed your family and pay your bills and not have to get out there into that COVID stuff. So we wish you such glorious new year and a wonderful, peaceful new year. with lots of prosperity and abundance.
Thank you. Yes. Remember, this is number 40 episodes. That means 40 weeks of this. So go back if you didn't find what you heard today wasn't, exactly what you wanted to hear. Go back over the last 40 weeks and see if there's something in there for you. I bet you it is. So Ricky says one more thing before we go. Yay! I usually am, and it's not only fun, but the best way not to get caught telling stories. LOL. Thank you both for all you do. Well, thank you. Thank you very much,
Thank
Ricky.
you, Ricky.
We appreciate you.
Right. And all they have to do, you have to do, is to go to YouTube, type in Marian LaSalle, L-A, capital S-A-L-L-E, and her little picture will pop up. Click on her picture and Natural Curiosity will pop up. That's where we keep all of these YouTube videos, and you can just scroll through them and find the ones you want to watch.
There you go. Thank you, and we will see you again next week. Now, actually,
year.
we have a show.
Oh,
We have a
that's right.
show on Wednesday at noon. You want to tell them about that before we go?
Oh, I do. My dear friend Estelle Porter is a life coach, and she helps women and girls figure out how to rid themselves of trauma and history that they're carrying around, that baggage, and create a whole new future for themselves by working with the mirror, the eyes into the mirror. It's going to be a fun show. I know it is. So join us at noon on Wednesday right here.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. We love you.
We love you. Next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday.
Happy New Year, says Christy. Thank you.
Thank you all for being here.